We are back today for another episode of Pack Attack, and there is a lot of things we got to do today at the beginning, so let's get right to it. First things first, you guys still came through after the long layoff in between episodes. You came back, you hit the like button, 56 likes on last episode. That translates to an extra 5,600 stubs towards the bank, and along with another 8,858 stubs from what was sold from last episode's packs, that brings our stub bank today up to 56,096 stubs. And we will be using that before today's game to open an Ultra Egg Hunt pack. But before we get there, I do want to go over what the team's looking like before that pack, because if you were here for last episode, you would know we had some polls that forced some decisions to be made. So I want to tell you guys about those decisions that I made. So this right here, this is what the team is going to look like as of right now before we open that Ultra pack. We pulled 4 diamonds in the last episode. It was Julio Rodriguez, Shea Langoliers, and then that 85 Willie Mays and 85 Adley Rutschman. Of those 4 diamonds, the only 2 that I decided to add to our team in the starting lineup is Shea Langoliers and Julio in center. We did also pull Teoscar, who then got supercharged. So for now, he's on the team. He's only supercharged for another day and 20 hours. So I don't know if we're going to get more than just today's episode out of him supercharged. But then when it comes to that Willie Mays and the Adley, I don't have them on the team at all. I don't even have them on the bench. Adley, I just sold. That was part of what we made for the stub bank because there just wasn't a reason to keep him around. And then Willie Mays, I was going to have him replace Heliot Ramos as a lefty killer off the bench, but Heliot Ramos is honestly better than Willie Mays is at crushing lefties. And for right now, that'd be the only thing that Willie Mays would be on the bench to do. So if Ramos is better than him, there's really no reason to have him. Now I do have, and this will actually I think be the first time I'm updating the 40-man roster, but since Willie Mays isn't a card you can sell, I did put him on our 40-man along with Willie Castro that I had to take out of the lineup. He's been like our best player, but you know, he's a bronze, he's a 74. It had to happen sooner or later. And also, I think I forgot, but at some point I put Josh Naylor on here too. But yeah, with the cards we keep on the 40-man, if we ever have a reason to move them back onto the main team, that's the only way they can be moved back onto the main team, is if I keep them on that 40-man. And then to round out the changes here, there was a couple of new additions to the bullpen. Still nothing crazy. This is still the weakest point of our team, but I did pull Edwin Diaz. We also got David Robertson and Jason Adam as a couple better silvers. Pitching overall is definitely what we need to improve on the most right now. And hopefully buying this Ultra Egg Hunt pack is going to do that. 50,000 stubs. We're spending stubs from our bank for the first time this year. 50,000. Most of these from you guys hitting the like button is going to get us 5 diamond players. We're also guaranteed to get at least one that's an 87. And we have a coin flip. We have a 1 in 2 chance of pulling one of the 89s. So let's do it, man. Let's commit to it. 50,000 stubs, and let's hope that that gives us something good. Actually, I know it's going to give us something good because I also had another idea when I knew I was going to buy that pack, something I didn't really think about, but I didn't really consider the need to worry about collections at all for the team. But if we're about to get 5 Egg Hunt diamonds, now I know they're not all guaranteed to be different, but if they are, and you add that in with our Shea Langoliers, that's 6 Egg Hunt diamonds. It only takes 7 to get the 89 Pete Crow Armstrong. And I feel like if we pull all 7 from packs that we earn from Pack Attack, it would make sense to lock those into the collections and earn the collection reward too. So it's probably not going to go down today, but I always like to hear what you guys think. If you guys think this is something that should be in play, it is 100% in play, because I know how excited I was, and I know how excited some of you guys were when I got the gold PCA. So if we have the chance to get this PCA, let's do it. But we have to see what we get first. And I really hope we get some of the pitching options in this pack. There's actually a decent amount of relievers, I think. Yeah, you got Gregory Soto, who's always a great lefty to have. You got Sean Jelly. Might not be that great, but it's a diamond reliever. Matt Brash. We got 5 chances, man. Let's get lucky here. Let's see what we got. And I really am. I'm going to play through all these animations here. So sit back. Let's see what we've got here. Diamond number 1 is a right fielder. It's not going to be a pitcher. That's going to be Tony Oliva. And you know what? Sitting here seeing this, it almost didn't really sink in until just now that I'm gonna have a lot more decisions to make before we even play the game with who's about to be pulled. Like, you guys don't even understand. I sat here trying to think of what to do with my outfield and my catching because of last episode's pulls. Now I gotta do the same because I'm factoring in guys like Tony Oliva. Let's get through them all though before we start worrying about that. Second diamond, this is gonna be a different one. Third baseman, Eggy Rosario. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. That's how I heard Boog in the game say it. Let's see some pitching though, man. Let's see some pitching. Oh, this is gonna be the same one. That doesn't help on our quest to get PCA. That's another thing that's worth bringing up though now that this is a duplicate. I think I probably said it back in episode 1, but a little refresher. The packs that we buy with the stubs from our bank, we don't sell these guys for stubs then towards the bank again. So I can't sell Eggy Rosario to then add that amount of stubs back to the bank. That's not how it works. Because if that's how it would work, I would just always be opening up packs and then selling those guys and earning stubs back to the bank, and it would just, we'd get way too many packs for it to make sense. This is a different third baseman at least. Wade Boggs, this is one to think about for sure. Really high contact, good clutch, solid enough in the field, and I feel like that 65 power is at least good enough against righties to do some damage. I wanted the pitching though, man, and we've gotten 4 position players. One last chance. Give me something. No, come on. How, dude? How do you get so many chances at getting a pitcher and we don't get a single pitcher? Jason Bay, though, big clutch, especially with how his contact isn't like that crazy good. All right, well, give me a second. I got some things to figure out. All right, I think I've got things situated here. The 2 87s we pulled are the 2 that are getting added to the starting lineup. Jason Bay is going to left. Wade Boggs is playing third. I'm also keeping the Tony Oliva around on the bench. PCA sticks around on the bench as a fielding replacement slash pinch runner guy. I'm still keeping Ramos over Rosario that we pulled because Ramos is still a better bat versus lefties than that Eggy. And then that also bumps Colston Montgomery and Brenton Doyle off the team, but they are sticking around on the 40-man. It also dawned on me I meant to add Carlos Correa before the episode because he was another guy that got replaced, so he's here now too, along with our Eggy Rosario. Since we can't sell him anyway, we're not allowed to, so in case we want to try him out or move anybody back, that's what this is for. So now 5 of our 9 starters are going to be brand new players to the team. We're also 2 cards away from having an all diamond starting lineup, but I guess with Teoscar supercharged, even really with Paredes's parallels, we kind of have an all diamond caliber starting lineup. And then of course we didn't get any help with the pitching, which is a shame, but at least Bryce Miller today is going up to an 86, so he should be pretty usable as a gold. And finally, with all that out of the way, let's see what this team can do. All right, we're going up, of course, we're going up against parallel 5 DeGrom. This is probably going to be our biggest test yet, really. Dude's got a losing record though, 18-20, but when you've got the parallel 5 version of the 90 overall Jacob DeGrom, we can't take anything for granted here. Hey, I guess so. If there was ever a time to get an abundance of hitting upgrades, today was it if this is our matchup. All right, we got a lot of debuts though. We got a lot of new bats. Why is that, hang on, that cleat scraper thing is not where it's supposed to be. It's a good thing that was a ball because that totally distracted me. I gotta turn on 102, man, come on. I turned on the slurve. That's not going to get over his head, though. Yep, maybe 65 power isn't enough. All right, Teoscar, you're kind of a rental here. You've got 1 game as a starter. Make it count. Oh, and he's going to make it count. Turning on the fastball, I ambushed. That's a no-doubter. That is 440 feet of a no-doubter. Jason Bay, that's another solid swing. It's not going to get down, though. Both of our new egg hunt guys so far. Good swings, no hits. Oh, and I just missed that on a 3-2 count with Sammy B. All right, I mean, I'll take a run. I'll take an early lead. That works. Now, I was so focused on DeGrom on the lineup screen that I didn't really pay attention to the rest of his team, but at a glance, I feel like he had a couple more parallel 5s throughout that lineup. He's also leading off this PCA, which is an interesting decision. And there we go. 1 pitch, 1 out. Ooh. His stadium is going to backfire, though. There's no chance, right? Yeah, I don't even know why I would have attempted that. Can we? Okay, that's an inside the Parker. And I got a bad throw going back in. What just happened? Thought Julio Rodriguez was still going to be pretty solid in center. That was not a good first look, bud. Actually, this could be fine. We didn't get a perfect throw. Teoscar's got an arm. He's going for it. Come on, come on. There we go. Just in time. We didn't even need a perfect throw. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Shea Langoliers with the perfect base hit. He had a lot of pressure on him to do that. He's the one replacing Cal Raleigh, so he needs to do a lot at the plate. Needs to prove himself. Whoa, okay. I mean, that seems very premature. I know I made some good swings, but it only translated to 1 run so far. That is a very quick hook. Especially like when you factor in this dude had to have spent a decent amount of stubs to get DeGrom, and then a decent amount of time to parallel 5 him, and he's gonna yank him in the second with nobody out, and then walk the guy that he brings in to replace him. Oh, and then man, that is another good swing that just has nothing. Come on, Julio. Christian Walker, man, all the way down in the 8 hole with all these new additions, and he grounds a new double play on 1 pitch. I didn't even get a chance to talk about how bad he's been and how much of a letdown he's been, and then he's just more of a letdown. Supposed to be our best player, man. He's still our highest overall. There we go. Another rollover on that sinker. There we go. Perfect sweeper. He was being a little patient. A little bit more patient for sure than I would have expected. Oh, and then that rollover is going to get through. That's not cool. I think I'm focused a little bit more on the and 20 part of the 18 and 20. He still won 18 games. You know, dude still knows how to win some games. There we go, though. 1 extra pitch to get that 3rd out. We need the bats to start doing something, though, because I don't think his bats are going to stay quiet for too much longer. I mean, really, what I need to do, since he pulled the starter so early, is just get ultra patient. Just work the pitch count, make him throw a ton of pitches, because we can eat through this bullpen. And, I mean, he's going to help me out there. Didn't even throw a strike. Another perfect. That one's going to get down. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. Wade Boggs, lefty with a better swing than against a righty. That's actually going to score. I didn't really think 38 speed was going to be enough, but that wasn't even a play. Ooh, okay, that was a good pitch. Actually, is that going to get out of play? Oh, we're still alive. Okay. Oh, okay, well, you get an extra life just to pop it up in a spot where the first baseman can catch it. Oh my god, that... Yeah, that felt good. That felt real good. Jason Bay, 460. He had to one-up Teoscar. Man, he's leaving Soto in. Like, it just doesn't make sense. He gave DeGrom 1 run, and now he's giving Gregory Soto 3, and he's still sticking with him. Langoliers, I chased a little bit on a 2-strike count, but a good inning, adding on to that lead, making things feel safe. Dude, he's late on 2 sliders in a row? What? How does that make sense? And he's late on another one. Okay, this is new. All right, and a dribbler, we got it, even with the bobble, I guess. 3 scoreless for Bryce Miller, and he's still leaving Gregory Soto in. That makes no sense, and then I reward him by getting a first pitch out. What am I doing? That's not going to get down. He has PCA. That's what he does. God, dude, I am over Christian Walker, dude. I know that's like on me, but it's not a coincidence if he's the one I keep making bad swings with. All right, this is nice to know. The few righties he has in this lineup, I can just go sinker in. Okay, and then he still times up the sweeper. You're late on 3 sinkers in, and you're still waiting back for the sweeper. Ooh, out in front of the splitter. Okay, I don't know if I was expecting to fool him there. Oh, he's caught looking. He tried to be patient. He actually worked it to a 3-2 count. All right, we finally get another new arm. He's going Kopech, the guy who I think we're going to be able to add to our team probably after this game. And I'm greeting him with a perfect swing. Add another one on to Isak Paredes' tally. Okay, that's going to get through. I was worried that was just going to be a 2-ball. At least I'm moving the PCI. Not too many times I get on top of a ball up in the zone. Oh, dude, he was playing with fire throwing that pitch. It's still going to get over his head. Okay, you know what? Nope, nope, nope. Everyone just go one base at a time. I'm not about to mess up on the bases. Okay, that's a run. That's a run at least. I don't think it could get off the wall, actually. Oh, PCA. Nope, yep, okay. That's what PCA does. Ah, he finally got me. That was quite the at-bat. I was early on everything, and then I'm late. This is really gonna suck if I only walk away with 1 run in this inning. Yep, and that is all we're gonna get. That's bad. That's real bad. Man, he really is. You can tell he's just trying to be more patient now, and I'm kind of not having the best luck with my pars, man. We could have got him looking about 3 different times this at-bat already. All right, there we go. It still tried to screw me over. That was on the very edge of that par, too. All right, I think I like that better. Even though we get a couple hundred stubs for a strikeout, I'll take a 1 pitch out. There we go. Guess I didn't have anything else to say. Oh, and that's where he quits. All right. I actually kind of thought he was going to stick it out. Plus 55, though, on our rating from that one. That gets us all the way up over 500. So that just means we're going to get another season reward pack from our ranking. Or rating. We also get Bryce Miller up to parallel 1. No double parallel XP right now. And then this one's gonna be our wild card reward, so another 1,500 stubs. We didn't get enough to get Kopech, but we do get an extra 5-pack bundle to add on top of whatever we're about to open today. But let's go ahead and let's add up what we got. Starting with our hitting, it's gonna make us 6,900 stubs. Over on the mound, Bryce Miller himself is gonna make 8,300. We get a bonus 5,251 from the bonus category. And then we still have 7 parallel 1s and a 1-2 for a multiplier of times 1.045. And that all comes together for a final stub count today of 21,371. And with that, I'm buying 2 Egg Hunt Deluxes and then 1 show pack on top of it. So that gives us 6 show packs, our wild card reward, 2 Egg Hunt Deluxes. And this wild card reward is a random headliner, it looks like. So let's go ahead and get that opened. And we'll start all the way back with the show packs here. Only 6 of them today. This is a good amount, especially with where our team is, man. We're almost at a full diamond team. And look, we got a supercharged Brandon Nimmo, 90 overall. And if I'm on point, we might get a game in with them. But yeah, like I was saying, man, this team, I can't believe how quickly we've gotten to having so many diamonds, to the point where, like, a lot of what we're getting in show packs already doesn't matter. I mean, pitching is still, you know, we still need pitching. I feel like we're also on a crazy streak of getting silvers. Like, back to last episode, I'm pretty sure we had like 7 show packs and every single one had a silver, and now all these have a silver. Did they change the odds? They didn't. I'm just getting... I mean, I was gonna say I'm just getting lucky. It's not like silvers are crazy lucky. There we go. Finally, not a silver. And then 1 more show pack to see if we can get any electricity out of it. No, we can't. But then we get 1 of these random headliners from our wild card reward. And remember, I gotta keep a bunch of packs in the inventory for our wheel when we spin the wheel. Which, oh my god, I keep forgetting to mention this because it's a new thing this year. But the program, the wheel, the XP, with what we did hitting and pitching, we get up to an even 30,000 XP towards our next wheel spin. All right, but now back to packs. We got a headliner pack 4. I forgot to check who the guy was, and we're not going to get him anyway, but a gold. I'll take a gold lefty in the bullpen. And then 2 Egg Hunt Deluxes to round it out. These are guaranteed diamonds. And if we get 2 different ones than the ones we have already, that would give us our 7 to get Pete Crow Armstrong. So we could have 89 overall PCA for next episode if we're lucky. We have to be lucky. We got to see somebody we haven't seen yet. And ideally, it would be somebody who'd help the team. Starting pitching helps the team, even if it is only Jeffrey Springs. But he's new. So let's see if we get 1 more new guy. This would get us PCA as long as we all agree that that's in play. I don't anticipate you guys disagreeing with that, so let's see. Let's see if we're lucky. Right fielder, oh no. No, don't be Oliva, no! That's not lucky. I'm sure we'll find a way. I'm sure we'll find a way to get one more unique egg hunt diamond before those packs leave the shop. We'll get diamond PCA. But yeah, that's gonna do it. That's it for today. Another good episode, another win, another at least one diamond we're adding to the team. And I think all I need from you guys is to, again, remember to hit the like button to add some more stubs to the bank. We got to build that back up again now. And to just let me know if you disagree with the whole collection reward thing. But I think as long as the only people we're locking into collections are the guys I pull from packs that we earn in pack attack, I think that should make sense. But guys, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, and I will see you next time.